Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we will be learning how to make our website dark mode. So as you can see, when we click on this button it turns green and simultaneously it changes to dark mode. And this is just a simple website, it is not a complete website. So we will only learn how to change to dark mode in this video tutorial. And as you can see, this website saved the previous theme as well. When we quit from dark mode it will open from dark mode. So you can say this website can be user-friendly as well. We don't need to change it every time we refresh our website. And to make this, I will be telling you each and every step clearly and slowly, so that you can make your own dark mode website. So don't skip the video and watch and learn every step properly, it might get work on your project as well. So now without any further discussion, let's begin our tutorial. So now here I have a folder called dark website, and there is a index.html file and style.css file. Now open the VS Code. Then here as you can see I have a simple HTML format with a HTML file linked with style.css. And in CSS file we have these auto margin padding set to 0 and box sizing of border box and font family of sans serifs. So now come to HTML side, and we will start from our body part. And we will start by making a div with a class of container. And then create a nav tag, then now we will add our logo. For that, create h1 tag with a class equals to logo. And then write your logo name. So now open it on a browser. And here you can see our logo. Then next, come down and create an unordered list. Then add list tag with an anchor tag. And write some menu links. Let's say home, about, service, and at last, contact. So when we refresh our page, you can see our menu as well. So now we will do some CSS for our logo and navbar. Come to CSS file, and we start from our class container, where we have our background equals white. Background position would be center. Background size will be cover. And at last height be 100 VH. And now work for class logo, where color equals black. Font size, 35 pixel. Padding left would be 20 pixel and float equals left. And now here you can see some change when we refresh our page. And now right cursor equals pointer. Now work for nav tag, where display is flex. A line item would be center. And at last we will add some padding on top and bottom, it would be 20 pixel, and for left add right 8%. And now you can see difference when we reload our page. Now here we will work for nav tag with unordered list. You can see here an HTML file. So now come to CSS and write nav tag with unordered list. And write flex equal to 1. And text align equals to right. So when you reload the page you should see the menu on right side. So here it is looking perfect. Now we want this menus to stay inline, so come to CSS and work for nav tag with unordered list inside list tag. And write list style equals none. And display would be inline block. And add some margin, that is top and bottom would be 0 and left and right would be 20 pixels. Now when you save it and reload the web page it should come horizontally. So, now we want to remove this text decoration and give some color to our menu. For that, we will work for nav tag with unordered list inside list tag, and inside anchor tag, as you can see here in HTML file. Now write nav tag with unordered list inside list tag and inside anchor tag. Where text decoration is none and color is black, save it and reload the page. You will see some difference in your navbar. Next we will be adding some welcome phrase and some buttons on our website. So for that, come to HTML file, and below the nav tag, and inside class container, create another div with class equals title. And then create h1 tag, and let's write welcome everyone. So when we save and reload our page, you can see welcome everyone. So now come to HTML and make a new div with class equals button. Then next add an anchor tag with class equals btn. Let's call this watch video and other one learn more. And as you saved it and refresh your site, you can see our links as well. So now we will add some CSS and bring it to center, and also add some hovering effect. So go to style.css and then work for class title. Add a position of absolute. We want it to be on middle, so add top 40%, left 50%, and transform equals translate -50%, -50%. So when you save it and reload your page, you should see it on middle. Now we will make it little bigger on size, so class title inside h1 tag. So let color be black. Font size be 55 pixels. And cursor equals pointer. So save it and reload your page and see the size difference. Now we will work onto those links and make it look like a buttons. So here you can see the class button which we are going to work on. So come to CSS and work for class button. Then, add a position of absolute. We want it to be on middle, so add top 50%, left 50, and transform equals translate -50%, -50%. So when you save it and reload your page, you should see these buttons just below the title, cause we have top 50% on buttons. So now work for the class btn. Let me show you in HTML, so here it is. Now come to CSS. Add border of 1 pixel solid black. Padding on top and bottom be 5 pixels and left and right be 20 pixels. Add a color of black as well. Font size be 18 pixels. And at last text decoration be none. So when you reload page, you can see our buttons, but we don't have any hover effect yet, so go to CSS file and work for class btn::hover. Add background color of white. And color be black. So when refresh your page, you must be able to see your hovering effects on your buttons. And as you can see, our button are looking not so smooth. So to make on, we need to add some transition. That is transition on class button of 0.4 SEs. So here you can see our buttons look much more smoother and good. So now we will move on to our main part of this video, that is adding a dark theme or dark mode, but for that we will need a button, so we will make our own sliding button next to our nav menus that turns green when on and black when off. So come to HTML file and below unordered list and above nav tag, create a button tag with a type equals button. And add a span tag, leave it empty. So when we refresh our page, you should see a button. So it looks very small. Let's write some text in between span, let's say, click me. Then save it and reload the page. Here you can see our button. Now, come to CSS, we will add some CSS for our button. Come up above the title tag so that it would easier to recognize. And work for button tag. Add a cursor equals pointer. Background equals to #A1 A2 A4. Then add some height that is equals to 30 pixels. And some width as well, 60 pixels. Make a border radius of 22 pixels. Border be 0. And outline be 0 as well. So when you refresh the page you can see our button. Let's remove this click me word now, cause we have added width and height for it. Okay, it looks good now. And in HTML, as you can see, we have span inside the button tag, so we can use it separately. So go to CSS and work for button span. Add a background of #222121. Display be block. Add a height of 26 pixels and width of 26 pixels as well. Border radius be 50%, so that it will make a circle. And add some margin left of 3 pixels, so that it won't stick on left side button. So when you reload the page you can see a perfect button, but right now it doesn't work. And what we want for now is, when we click this button it should turn white and change its background to green so that we could know that it has turned on. So now let's make a class called active. So whenever our button turns on its background changes to green, so for that add a background of green. And now come to HTML side, and add an ID on a button tag, let's say, darken. So here is our ID if you don't see. Now we will do some JS to make our button work. Come down and just before the end of body tag, create a script tag, and we will be doing internal JS, that is done in same page of HTML file if you don't know. So let's say var darken equals to document dot get element by ID and write the same ID inside that we just created in button tag. That is darken. And I would just show an example how it would look when it is active. So write darken.classList.toggle. And write the class active inside that we have created in CSS. So now when you refresh the page, you should see the green background, cause we made it active for now. And now what we want is, we want it to change its position and turns black button into white with green background, so go to CSS and work for class active span. Add a background of white. And margin left of 31 pixels, so that it would move right, as it has changed its position. So when you refresh your page, you can see how an active button looks like. So now we are moving on to a hard part, and we want this button to get slide as well as turn this website to dark. We will be using variables with primary and secondary color choice, so that would make it easier to turn our website from light mode to dark mode. Now come up to CSS and write :root. Here write primary color is white. Because, as you can see, our website has background white. And let's write secondary color black. Cause we can observe that our all text are in black color. So now what you have to do is just replace all the white color with various primary color. And change or replace all black color with various secondary color. Don't change or replace any other colors that you used on your website. And do not change the button span color as well. Just change the main colors only. So let me show you which one to change or replace. So if you have finished doing that, and see no change in your website, it is because we use the same color. So if you replace these color, that is, black on primary color, and white on secondary color, then you should see a dark theme right now, when you refresh your website. But for now let's make it as it is. White for primary and black for secondary. And now we create a new class, let's say darks, which has the opposite of our root. That is black on primary and white on secondary. And to apply this we need to do JavaScript. So come to HTML and first of all add a onClick event on a button tag, let's say, toggle dark. So as we have created onClick event, we can now call our function from this toggle dark event. Delete that previous line, if you haven't. And write darken dot onClick equals to function toggle dark, that is we have just called the function from button named toggle dark. And then write document.body.classList.toggle. And write darks. That we have wrote in CSS for our dark theme with primary and secondary color. So when we refresh our page we can see here, when we click our button it changes from light theme to dark theme, but still our button is not active. So to make it active green, we will add some if-else condition here. So now write document.body.classList contains darks. This means if you contain darks then, show us this, which we will write now. That is, darken dot class list toggle active. And this mean when you have dark mode on, activate the button, that is turned it to green, and next we have else condition. Write darken.classList toggle active, or just copy it. And this is same class active from CSS we used before for our example. Here it says if you have no dark mode then activate the green to black button again. And if you save this and refresh your page then, now can see that our button is working properly as well as our theme is changing as well. But the button are not looking smooth, so to make it smoother, come to CSS, go to button tag, and add a transition for background 0.4s. And just copy paste this on button span as well. And add after comma, margin left 0.4s as well. So it will show some smoothness while sliding button. As you can see when you save it and refresh the page. But wait, when we refresh our page from dark mode, it comes to light mode again, and as you can see it is not user-friendly, cause we have to change it every time we reload our page, or if we reopen our browser, it will always start from light mode. So to make this theme save wherever you leave them, we have to add some conditions and also storage for it, and we will be doing that in same JavaScript. So come to script part and add some space after var darken line. And then write local storage.getItem. Theme comma light. So what this actually say it, we create a storage called theme and there is a value called light, that is light theme, and for now it would come to light theme, if it is also in dark theme. So come down to if else condition and add local storage.setItem. Inside storage that is theme and whose value is dark, which represent dark mode. So it says, when you have dark mode on, activate the button to green and choose the dark mode from storage theme. And now do same for else condition, just replace dark with light. And it says, if you have no dark mode on then choose the light mode from storage theme. So now write let local data equals to local storage dot get item. That is from theme. Cause you know we have light and dark mode stored in theme. And now we will use else if condition to show which one is dark and which one is light. So write if local data is equals to light. Then write condition that is document dot body dot class list dot remove darks. So this means when you have light mode activate, remove the dark mode. And next condition is for else if local data is equals to dark. Then write condition that is document dot body dot class list dot add darks. So now just replace remove with add. Cause we want dark mode to get activate whenever we have dark theme on. So and as you can see, we are unable to save the dark theme. It is because we have our theme local storage directly select to light mode. So write if local storage dot get item, which is from theme as you know, is equals to null. So this actually means when you have no any theme selected, it will not use this storage. And write down local storage dot get item theme, comma light. So this says, if you have light mode on, it will not save in storage, and if you have dark mode on, then it will save the dark mode. And so that's all for coding. Now save it. And let's see our website. So refresh your web page, and as you can see that our light mode and dark mode is working perfectly. And if you refresh our website on dark mode, it will still be on dark mode. So let's check by opening a browser as well. So here as you can see it is still on dark mode. So that's all for today. I hope you have learned something new from my video, and I would like to thank you all for watching my video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. And if you have any question, do not hesitate to ask or write in the comment section. So see you in next video. Bye for today.